Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, so today is going to be a product empty video. It's not necessarily like a monthly empties, it's just kind of like I've collected some of my trash and I'm going to be showing you it. So woo for that. I've got a couple of different items. I've got skincare, some hair care, and let's be honest, it's mostly skincare. There's not really any makeup in here just because makeup's, I mean, I wear makeup, but it's not really like my thing that I go through that quickly to have it. So, where should I start? I might actually start with hair care. Obviously being someone with dark hair, that's really, really long as well. I can show you. It's a pain in the butt to wash your hair, and in particular, I'm someone who goes to the gym usually about 4 mornings a week, and the time between the gym and going to work is really, really slim, and I'm naturally curly, and to wash hair and straighten it and blow dry every morning is just not in my schedule at all. So I do use dry shampoo a couple of mornings a week. So I'm usually on the hunt for one that's very good. I have my old faithful Batiste. And being that I am so dark, I like the brown ones. I like the ones that are like, you know, formulated for dark hair, or the clear ones, because that white cast in like my color hair is just not a good look. I tried this one, which looks super cool. It's an old school can. The brand's been around for ages. It's the Seedle dry shampoo for dark hair. It's coconut fragrance. It says instant volume. It does what it says. What I didn't like about it is the texture. It's like way more gritty than any other dry shampoo I've ever tried. I did use it because I paid for it, so I thought I'd, you know, give it a good shot, and every time I use it I used to think, oh, you know, I mean, I wear my hair up at work, so it doesn't really matter, but I just didn't enjoy using this at all. If you're going to go for a dry shampoo that's dedicated for brown hair, I highly, highly recommend the Batiste shampoo for brown hair. That's my fave. Now, something else which I got recently, because I'm trying to do that whole like cleansing conditioner thing. I color my hair really often because I went grey very young, and I'm always trying to do whatever I can to preserve the color. So someone recommended they're called cleansing conditioners. Essentially you just like wet your hair and you put this in. There's no bubbles, it feels like conditioner, and then you're meant to wash your hair, or wash it out of your hair, and it feels like it's clean. I've tried Wen before and I quite liked that, and the problem is being in Australia, it's really hard to get my hands on. And I know there's all this controversy about the fact that, you know, people are losing their hair and whatever, but I really liked it when I was using it. So I went to Priceline recently because they had 40% off their hair care, and they had this range. So this one is called... So this is the Grow Gorgeous Cleansing Conditioner Color Protect. I don't like this. That's bad. I'm doing my first 2 products up and I don't like both of them. But I like everything else basically. But apart from the packaging size, which is 190 mils, 6.4 fluid ounces, I think you guys call it in America. Wen was really thick. Like if you've ever used Wen cleansing conditioner, cleansing balm, whatever it is, it's super thick, so you do a couple of pumps and you're able to work it through your hair. This, like, I haven't even finished it. I don't know if it's coming up in camera, but it's like water. So I only used this twice, maybe 3 times, and almost the bottle is gone. There's like this much sitting in the bottom. So for the price, I mean, I did get it at 40% off, but if I had paid full price for this, which I think was nearing the $40 mark, I would have not been happy at all, because it's just not very good. I don't think it's as good as Wen, as far as like the feeling and the texture of my hair, and to get this through my hair was just such a pain in the ass. Although this one is meant to be better than Wen from what I read. Due to their ingredients, I don't really care. I just want my hair to feel nice. So yeah, I mean, no, I don't like it. I can't say anything good. It smells alright. Does it smell alright? It smells alright. That's about it. Next. Alrighty, so as far as body goes, something I recently finished was my Flora by Gucci. I love this fragrance. It's so fresh. It's not really fruity and it's not really like that vanilla-y scent. It's just really fresh, like really clean smelling. A little tiny bit floral, but not too bad considering it's called Flora by Gucci. It's not overpowering. I don't like things like Marc Jacobs Daisy and those really like overpowering flower smells. This just smells so clean. Love it. Alright, so 2 masks that I've recently used up is this one, which looks a bit beat up. This is actually just the travel size or trial size. For Christmas I got a 3-pack from Dermalogica. It had a multivitamin mask in it, a hydrating mask and the charcoal mask. I'm a big fan of doing any type of clay-based, kaolin-based, or mud mask, and this one is the charcoal rescue mask. I love this. If you have sensitive skin, I don't think you're going to enjoy this mask because it's like probably one of the strongest mud masks I've ever used. To go onto the skin, it's quite gritty and the texture is like, you can feel that it's rough, and even the same thing happens like when you're washing it off. You can almost feel like the texture is also doing like a secondary exfoliation. I loved it. My skin can take this, but I think if you're someone with a sensitive skin, maybe just try a sample first because it's really super strong. But as far as cleaning the skin, your skin looks so amazing afterwards. It's so clear and fresh and clean, and it's one of the ones that go like super rock hard and in not a very long time. You're not sitting around for like an hour waiting for this thing to dry. It'll dry pretty quick. Another mask that I have used repetitively, which I know they took away and then they brought it back. I don't know if they've taken it away again. I don't know because this lasts me quite a while. It's the Dermalogica Ultra Calming Relief Mask. Now I kind of use this in like varying ways. I occasionally get like little bits of dermatitis on my arm or on my hand, like where my wedding rings are, or being that I'm an esthetician, I do a lot of crap to my face that I probably shouldn't, and so sometimes I do give myself a fairly good reaction, or I peel, all sorts of things. If something is red, irritated, itchy or peeling, this is like a lifesaver. And I don't just use it as a mask, I use it as like a moisturizer and I sleep in it. You wake up and your skin is so calm. Even for if I've got a really bad breakout happening, I will sleep in this as my moisturizer. Like I'll put on my topical treatments, whatever acid I need to treat the actual breakout, and then I'll put this on. And the ingredients have, from what I remember, it comes from a colloidal oatmeal or oat. Anyone with like psoriasis or, you know, any of those skin conditions knows a lot of the products have oats in it, and it's because it's really anti-inflammatory for the skin, and it also takes away that kind of itching sensation and the redness. So yeah, this has been one of my staples for years, but it takes me so long to go through this little bottle because you don't really need to use a lot. Different story for this though. I didn't say that, but the charcoal rescue mask, you have to use quite a bit because it's so thick, it doesn't spread very well. So something to keep in mind, you will need to use quite a bit of this, but this is like a dream in a bottle. I will always repurchase if this is available. It's just so good to have. It's almost like first aid rescue in skincare. I love it. Keeping on the theme of Dermalogica, Dermalogica also has an ultra calming mist spray, so you can see here, same range, all their ultra calming stuff. Oh my god, my autofocus. All of their ultra calming bits and pieces are the purple banded products. This is, I mean, not the same as the ultra calming relief mask, but especially coming into winter, I find this becomes more of a staple. Cooler weather, where you get that kind of change in your skin. Think of, you know, a lot of people use those water-based setting sprays or rose mist or coconut mist, all that kind of thing. This is much the same. You can spray it not only after makeup or before makeup, so you can actually use this as your toner, although not necessary because a lot of your cleansers these days are pH balanced, so this isn't necessary, but it creates a really nice layer. It's super hydrating, helps bring down any inflammatory conditions if you're trying to treat that. And I just realized how much I do this. I'm trying to stop that. Stop it. I just hold it like this. But this one also contains that same oat complex. So in winter, what I normally do is I'll do my skincare, and just before I put on my primer, I will spritz this over my face. And then during the day, because I am someone who wears, I don't wear liquid foundation throughout the day, I wear mineral based makeup, so mineral powder. If I do find that like it's really like freezing outside and the wind is like ice cold and my face just feels like ugh, then I will spray this like as many times as I want through the day. Actually, once I had a really bad microdermabrasion done. Like, I had stripe marks across my skin. I wonder if I have any photos of that. I'll see. If I do, I'll put it in. I may not, because I might have just wanted to like push that to the back of my memory. But what happened was those stripe marks from how hard she had the machine up and when she was pushing actually all turned to scabs. So I had like a full face of line marks of scabs from a friggin' microdermabrasion machine. And all I did was wear the, at this time I was actually working at a clinic that was just Dermalogica, so I used to use the Ultra Calming Relief Mask as my moisturizer, as well as putting some hydrating complex underneath it. And then I sprayed this probably, I don't know, so many times throughout the day, and I healed so well, no scarring. It was like someone was hugging my face every couple of seconds, because that's how often I was probably using it. So yeah, fantastic, can't say enough about it. I love it, and it's hard now that I don't work with Dermalogica, but when I did, this was definitely a staple. I have a friend who still works for Dermalogica. I feel like I need to go buy this now. I think I might. Alrighty, so I happen to, I know I'm going off skincare again, but I happen to have, I would probably say two things that are in the makeup range. One is a mascara, which is actually quite popular. It's the CoverGirl, the Super Sizer Mascara, the little one in the blue tube. I love and hate this. I love how much product goes onto your lashes with this. It's a really wet mascara, which I actually like. I know some people don't, but I do. The only issue that I have is I hate the brush. I don't know if it's because maybe my lashes are a little bit longer. I just feel like it's one of the ones where it's got like more of like a tooth comb than a brush comb, and I find that it's just, I don't know, it doesn't separate them very nicely, and because it is such a wet product, you end up with kind of like clumps, and I end up swapping mascara brushes. So what I'll do is I'll put this on and then I'll use one of my other mascaras to work it through my lashes. So that's how I ended up getting through this, but I did use the whole thing, and I mean, yeah, the product's fine, and I actually really like getting this off. I'm actually someone who's really picky. If a mascara is too hard to get off, then I hate it. Doesn't matter how good the mascara is. It's just, I don't want to have to damage my eyelashes every night trying to get the friggin' product off. Even in particular if it's not a waterproof mascara. If it's just a normal mascara, it should not be hard to get off. And this was fine. This is fine, it just comes off with my normal everyday cleanser that I use. So yeah, I mean, I like the product, don't like the brush. Bit of both. Alrighty, something that I actually love. I like skin oils, but not all skin oils are created the same. And in particular for someone who is a oily, congested skin type like myself, like 95% of the time, actually it's getting better, but you know, a lot, you've got to be really particular about what oils you do use on your skin, and I definitely find that some oils just do not work. They create an issue versus fixing an issue. If you are an oily skin type, don't be afraid of oils. They're actually really fantastic. In particular, oil cleansing. Oil cleansing, obviously oil is attracted to oil, so that's how that works. It actually really thoroughly cleans the skin because the oil attracts to all of the other oil particles on your skin that contain all the dirt and the grime and the makeup, and wash it away. Whereas you know, a lot of cleansers have to do that same action by using lots of stripping agents like your sulfur laurel sulfates and stuff like that, so don't be scared of oils. But this has been a long-term favorite. It's by a brand called Botani, which is an Australian brand, made in Australia. Australian made and owned. This one is called the Acai Berry Active Antioxidant Serum. It looks like this. So, looks like this. Smells amazing. Literally the first ingredient here is acai berry, so you're getting what you pay for. Always make sure that when you're looking at a product, if it says it's a vitamin C cream, if it says it's a vitamin E cream, that you really want that ingredient being in the top part, if not the first part of the ingredients, because otherwise you're not paying for what you're meant to be paying for. It's coming back into the colder months now in Sydney. I haven't used this over summer just because the summer that we just had in Australia was ridiculous. The humidity drove me insane. My face just was always sweaty, and the last thing I really wanted to do or needed was putting oil on my skin. So now that it's coming into winter, I'll probably pick up one of these again. Priceline always has that massive skincare sale where everything goes off for 40%, so I'll probably try and pick one up when that next sale happens. But I love it. I do love it. I forgot about this when I was talking about makeup. This is something I did not like at all. It's by the brand Hylamide. I do like Hylamide's products, but this one is called the Pore Delete Instant Surface Perfector, and it's from their Finisher series. It's meant to be a primer that you put on to obviously delete the look of your pores, so I'm guessing the idea is that you fill it in. When I first used this, it's super liquidy, like sounds like milky water inside of there. When I first used this, I was like, what the hell? I did it so incorrect. So I looked up some YouTube videos, and what they basically said to do was to pour a little bit onto your hand and pat it into the areas of concern, let it dry, and then finish with your makeup. No, like I literally haven't even, I don't know if you can see, but it's like this full. It didn't work for me. As far as pore delete primers go, I didn't like it at all. There's much better versions of primers that are silicone based or even non-silicone based that take away the look of my pores and don't feel like that. That didn't matter what moisturizer I used or what foundation I used, it just did that thing where it like, what's it called, piling, it balled up. Ugh, don't like it, did not like it at all. As far as primers go, I mean, I bought that, I barely used it, and I went back to my Old Faithful, which is, I might as well include in this because I'm literally about to go and buy a new one today, but this is the Dermalogica Skin Perfect Primer with SPF of 30. I love this. This kind of does everything. It's got your anti-aging ingredients, it has your SPF 30, it's a silicone base so it actually fills in the pores, it's got an oil control in it, but it comes from their Age Smart line. With Dermalogica, all of their stuff is like color coded. Age Smart is obviously for treating your anti-aging concerns. So it's got all the really yummy ingredients, like, so it's got your soy protein to help out with the texture, it's got pearl powder to give you like a nice luminous glow. It also has what they call like a neutral tint, just a little bit of a tint, nothing that will actually change the color of your skin, but it does even out your skin tone. I occasionally just wear this out, like on the weekend when I'm not wearing makeup. I'll do my moisturizer and whatever, and then I'll put this on over the top. So I quite like this, and I have been using this now since they launched it. I will put down below when they launched it, but I can't even count how many tubes I've gone through, although I wish they would make it bigger because I go through it so quickly. It's my only qualm. Alrighty, back into skincare. How erratic and all over the place do I want to be? How erratic and all over the place do I want to be? This is a brand called Environ. It is a South African brand that's very widely available in Australia. I have gone, you know, on and off with their stuff over the years. I love every product that I use, and for someone who's looking to get into vitamin A skincare, it's a really good brand to get started on. It works up, so this is number 2, but I've worked up and down the ranges like quite a few times. Essentially with vitamin A, it's something you've got to be careful with, because although it's fantastic, it can lead to things like irritation, redness and peeling if you go too strong too fast. So that's why they recommend to work up, and your skincare professional will let you know how many of each bottle you should be going up each time. You know, they might tell you to use 2 lots of bottle 1, you know, 3 lots of bottle 2, whatever. It depends on your practitioner and your skin type, but when choosing this product I would go and speak to a professional because it can be quite strong, but I love it. And this, for a day and a night moisturizer, is really, really good. Only thing is you must wear an SPF over the top of this because it's not included if you're going to wear it as a day cream. Something else that I love, I wonder if I have a new one. I do. So this is what the new one looks like. So that's what this one looks like. And this is what mine looks like. Because that's how much I love it. I cut it open when I can't get to it. This is called Beta Gel Blemish Gel. It's by a brand called Medic 8, which I'm a big fan of. It's a UK brand. It's a cosmeceutical, and they're just amazing. But this Beta Gel contains dioic acid, niacinamide and salicylic acid. As far as blemish gels go, I can't use anything that has benzoyl peroxide in it. I'm allergic to it. I think that maybe just because of years and years of using it. I come out in like a hive situation now when I use it. Glycolic acid is good. Salicylic acid is definitely my favorite. I do have a video as to why I prefer salicylic acid, or why people who have acne skin would prefer salicylic acid to glycolic acid. I'll link that down below. But Beta Gel, I love it. It lasts ages. You just need a little bit. I use it just at night time on a breakout if I'm having it, and it not only helps with the breakout as far as being antibacterial, but it also helps take down the redness. So that's fantastic. This is the Hylamide C25 Stabilized Vitamin C Booster in the 30 ml. A lot of people have seen this brand. It's very, you know, it's available in a lot of drugstores. I mean, it was alright. I didn't really see a massive difference. I use vitamin C every day, and compared to other vitamin C's, this wouldn't be my favorite, but it also isn't the worst either. And for the price point, it's actually not that bad. This is another one that always comes up for 40% off at Priceline when they have their skincare sale. If you're someone who's in a pinch, then sure, go for this. I actually think that they have now released the Ordinary, which is even cheaper. But I haven't tried that one yet. But if you're looking for a mid-range vitamin C, then go for it. It wasn't bad, but I've just definitely seen better results with other vitamin C's, which I haven't finished yet, but that'll be in my next Empties video. Day cream is Medic 8 Hydrate 360. This one, as you can see, I've squeezed every little inch out of. I like this as my day-to-day moisturizer because it contains my SPF. It has my anti-aging ingredients in it, like your C and E, and it also has an anti-glycation product in there. If you want me to do a video on glycation, let me know, but glycation is something that happens when the sugars that you consume react with the proteins in your body and break down collagen and elastin. I'm sure there's lots of videos on YouTube about it, but if you want me to do one, let me know. This actually has an anti-glycation ingredient in it. So awesome. I mean, you can't really get much more in a day cream, and being that it's an SPF product, it's actually not thick and sludgy and gross like a lot of SPF products are. So that's why I really like it. Highly recommend Medic 8. It's one of my favorites. I'm a little bit biased when it comes to that brand, but you know, and as you can see, another Medic 8 product. So this is called Beta AOX. It's an oil-free antioxidant gel. It contains copper, PCA, beta-glucan, or glucan, whatever you want to say, and niacinamide. I use this as like my constant skin repairer ingredient for my acne or troubled areas. I basically try and treat my acne without using acid all the time because I've just had years and years and years of it. I react so strongly to a lot of acids now. So as far as day-to-day, as well as having an antioxidant in there, the copper and niacinamide keeps your skin in a constant state of repair, so it treats the inflammation and it treats the breakout by trying to keep it calm and repair it. I love this. The only other qualm I have with this is it is only 30 mils and I do go through it really quickly. I probably overuse it, but I just love it. It feels so nice on the skin. Under moisturizer, I wear it day and night, but I do go through it really, really quickly. Alrighty, sorry if the background's a little bit different. My SD card just got full, so I had to change it. But all in all, Beta AOX, I love this. It's amazing. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Apologize if I rambled on a little bit. I can do that, especially when it comes to skincare. And I did have quite a few items today. If you did like this Empties video, please feel free to let me know and I'll keep up to date with them. If you wanted to know any other information about any of the products, leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you ASAP. But apart from that, thank you so much for watching and I will speak with you guys very soon. Bye guys!